I'm a big hockey guy. You might wonder, a guy from Jamaica, how to get into hockey, but my dad passed that ice rink on a really hot day when we were in our car with no AC. So we went in and became hockey players after that, the most expensive free skate he ever brought us into. But from there, played college hockey and enjoy it now. I'm a big Devils fan and watching the Stanley Cup playoffs and everything. We'll see how that plays out. But look, my kids are getting into it now, so it's a really exciting time. Look, I've said it from the start, it's about making New Jersey more affordable. All the issues I talk about, whether it's housing, healthcare, early quality education, childcare, environment, energy costs. But at the end of the day, it's all in the backdrop of Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump right now is attacking, whether it's our schools and the funding, whether it's our seniors and the supports they need, whether it's, going after folks who are served in the military, rounding them up, deporting folks illegally. All of this is, I think, our existential threat, including to our democracy. If we don't get that right, we're in big trouble. So that's a huge piece. Look, the big thing I always talk about when I just mentioned some of the pieces before, it's about keeping more money in your pocket. I understand that inherently. Coming to this country as a young boy, my parents were always struggling to kind of make it work. But so financially, it's about how do you save on all the things I talk about, your housing costs, your healthcare costs, all these pieces. That's important. As a mayor, though, I've seen it where as a state, if you don't invest, the only place mayors and councils can go is raising property taxes. So as governor, I'll invest in our priorities to make sure we keep that down. Look, I think right now we talk about how segregated our schools are, and we know the challenges about resourcing schools in different communities. We've got to look at that, not just wait for a court decision, but say how do we diversify our communities like we've done in Montclair with our magnet school systems, get more kids to be able to get to different places and think through that. You allow for more opportunities for more students. Look, right now I think it's committing to the 2035 goal. It's making sure that we don't abandon right in this moment. Big oil is always pretty good at saying now's not the time to transition. Stick with us, and we're charging you more and more and more to do it. And by the way, when it comes up again, there'll be another reason why it's not the time. It's understanding that we've got to move forward in terms of alternative energies for our economy, for our prices on our bills, for the future. All these reasons make now more urgent than ever. The answer to that is no. Look, I say that as an immigrant myself who came to this country as a young boy. And one of the things I never had to worry about was armed ICE agents coming into our classrooms and ripping my brother and I out of our seats and saying we're never going to see our parents again. For me, that's personal. So when I talk about it's about supporting New Jersey residents, it's not about scaring them. It's not about separating them. It's not about going after folks. So for me, no, it's not cooperating because it's about supporting New Jersey residents. Donald Trump, I think, is doing a lot of things right now that are going to harm New Jersey residents, and my role as governor is to protect New Jersey residents and to support them. If there are things along the way that, let's say, infrastructure dollars, I know it was always infrastructure week, right? For 4 years his last time around, he never did anything about it. But if there were to be a moment where he was going to invest, let's say, in Amtrak or some of the other rail pieces that we need, and we'd work together, of course, right? But by and large, it's really honestly protecting residents from much of what he's doing. I like Springsteen, to be fair, right? So that's great, but I've seen a bunch of times in New Jersey, so I'm not sure it counts, but I'm a big Dave Matthews fan as well. So whether it's down in Camden or certainly at the Giants Stadium or even at PNC, I love catching Dave every time he's in town. Central Jersey is real, yes. Taylor ham, pork roll, egg and cheese. Can I put that there? I'm a Mets fan, for a lot of years, so a little bit of that pain, but good season so far. Listen, folks, left lane, and it's keep right, pass left. Oh, I'd say Jack Nicholson, is great. Ed Harris, by the way, was great in the new Top Gun Maverick, but Nicholson's just awesome stuff. I'm more of a Sopranos guy. My wife is into Severance right now, though, big time. Like a lot of them, especially with little guys now, we try a lot of different beaches, but growing up, I was big into surfing, so Manasquan was always our spot. Coffee. Oh, Italian hot dog. It's perfect the way it is right now.